Hey Naldo, did you hear about the cowboy who died with his boots on?
No, I didn't.
He didn't want to stub his toe when he kicked the bucket.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Who harsh. Welcome everybody to another episode of FYC Film
Whew.
Review. I'm your host Kanye. With me, my partner who doesn't love puns, Naldo.
I do love puns. I do. I do love them. What's up, man? How's it going, everybody? What's going on?
We are here. We are excited.
Yeah.
I don't know if we are FYC or just the royal we, but what do we got? What are we watching?
Oh my
Who are these
gosh.
fine gentlemen
We
behind us?
picked 1988's Young Guns. And I'm so happy we did this because it's been so long since I've actually seen this movie. I watched Young Guns 2 a lot as a teenager, but this one, I don't remember much of it. And I'm so happy we did this, man. Starring Emilio Estevez, Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, and so many people in this. I totally forgot that Charlie Sheen was in this movie too. Crazy.
Yeah, crazy cast for the time. Felt like it should have been even bigger, even though it got a sequel, and we can get into that. But
Yeah.
what a fun movie! I feel like this is one of those movies that was on TV all the time when I was a kid, and so I just loved it. These guys were, our childhood. Kiefer
Yeah.
Sutherland, right after the Lost Boys, and I wanted to be that guy. He just seemed so cool.
Yeah.
This is great, and they're so young. They're all in their like early to mid 20s in this movie.
Yeah, and the
Wow.
chemistry was amazing. I mean, for a big cast like this, the chemistry was really good. I just love the way they interacted. There were some really funny moments, some tense moments, and it just worked perfectly. Loved it. That just great chemistry amongst all of them.
Yeah, there's an interesting thing about it. Like I remember, as a kid thinking the cowboy movies or westerns were kind of old and dated. We had the John Waynes and Clint Eastwoods, but those films
John
were
Wayne.
really old, and there was this like break in Hollywood where they didn't have a lot of westerns,
Yeah.
but they somehow made this one cool. I don't know if it was the score, kind of being like synthesized and having these guitar riffs, or if it was the young cast, but something just, nail on the head for me growing up that I just loved this movie.
Okay, so that's one thing I actually didn't like about the movie
The
was the
score.
music was this,
Okay.
because it was weird seeing these cowboy guys and hearing like the 80s synthesized music with electric guitars. That's one of the few gripes I had with this movie. So it
Okay.
was kind of weird. I was like, okay, it kind of took me out of it a little bit. Just
I'll
saying.
agree. It's definitely weird and doesn't seem to fit with what's going on around it. So sometimes, yeah, there are breaks in between, these cutscenes where you're just kind of like, and weird choice, but okay.
Yeah, yeah. I love the peyote scene.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I was laughing. I was dying in it. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, wow, I totally forgot about this. Hilarious. There's really funny moments in this.
Over my head, man. Over my
Yeah.
head when I saw this when I was younger. I had no idea what peyote was and what was going
Yeah.
on. And the fact that they kind of dubbed their voices super slow
Super
and
slow. Yeah.
low, and they're
Yeah.
all kind of off doing their own, having their own trip was
Yeah.
just classic. And then yeah, all of a sudden, Chavez is like, let's go. Like they're
Yeah.
fine all of a sudden. But
Yeah.
good
Yeah. The
scene.
only one who
Very,
didn't
very good
take it
scene.
was Charlie Sheen. Who was his name? Dick. Dick.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is funny because they're brothers, right? Emilio Estevez and Charlie
Yeah.
Sheen are actual brothers.
No.
So I thought at first seeing Charlie Sheen in it kind of took me out of it a little bit, but I actually ended up liking him. And I forgot that he died. I
Spoilers.
forgot that he gets shot. Yeah. Spoilers, 88, 1988. Come
Yeah,
on,
we're talking
people.
about an almost 40-year-old movie. That's
Yeah.
insane.
But it was I mean, Billy the Kid, Emilio Estevez just steals the show. He just outshines everybody in this, and it's done so well. Really well.
Yeah, who, if you had one, you mentioned Billy the Kid, who was your favorite character?
It had, I mean, it's got to either be, no, actually, you know what? I love Doc. I love Doc.
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland is just fantastic.
Yeah, he is. I think I flopped back and forth. I think growing up, it was always Chavez for me. I just thought he
Yeah,
was cool because he stood out and he threw knives. And,
yeah. Navajo.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
so cool.
Mexican Indian. And just,
Yeah,
but I think as an adult, a little bit more now, I think I relate more to Doc, and I do like Doc's character a lot.
yeah,
Billy's kind of a psycho. Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember thinking Billy the Kid was supposed to be this really cool character, and watching it now as an adult, I'm like, this guy's fucking nuts. Like, so
Yep.
nuts.
Yeah, there's something off and it works. And Emilio Estevez just I mean, if he really was like that, he portrayed him really well. I like the small moments with Pat Garrett. Now, if you know Pat Garrett, he's the one that shot Billy the Kid from our history books, right?
Mhm.
But I love how he was only in small moments. There were certain scenes, and I love the last scene where he comes into play and Billy, he asks him, "Hey, Pat, are you my friend?" And Pat goes, "Yeah," and he just walks away. I thought that was perfect. It was really
Yeah.
cool compared to the second one, which we'll talk about later
Oh,
in
okay.
another episode. So yeah.
Yes, yeah. Tune in for episode 2 of Young Guns too. So yeah, this is a two-parter for us. I'll be interested to hear your take on it. I liked that, but I wanted more out of the Pat Garrett character. But I guess maybe they had a plan for the whole time that they were going to do a sequel.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't. The other thing that I kind of took me out a little bit was Charlie's wedding at the kind of towards the end. It's like he met this girl that same day and then he got married that same the following day. Like it happened so quick, you know. I feel
Yeah.
like that guy was looking for love big time, right? But it's like, did that happen all within one day? So
Yeah, it felt very quick and
yeah,
almost like they needed something to kind of add to the gravitas of him eventually dying
yeah,
at the end. And I guess, you don't really get that with anyone else. So yeah, most of these guys are loners and, out on their own and don't have a family. And so you're
right.
not, I guess the stakes are high, but not that high. It's like, these guys are doing shit that's going to get them killed eventually. But hey, if they've got a loved one to,
Yeah,
actually care about, then maybe it means more.
yeah.
A couple of quick things I had to mention. Tom Cruise is actually in this movie. So
What?
he has a cameo in this movie. He plays one of the soldiers at the end of the movie that is firing.
What?
He just happened to be on the studio lot that day, and the director was like, "Hey, you want to,
Okay.
play a part?" And so he plays one of the soldiers. So
All
also,
right.
did you notice who the lawyer was?
Oh yeah, that was John Locke,
John Locke from
who's
Lost,
also in
man.
Tombstone.
Oh, good call. I didn't even
I
remember
think
that.
so,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
he
John
was in
Locke.
Tombs. Yeah, yeah. Love that guy.
Yeah.
Terry Quinn,
Oh,
right? Yeah.
Tori O'Quinn or
Terry
Quinn, something
O'Quinn.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
stepfather. Good, good, good stuff. This is great classic 80s. Let's rate it. What are we
All
gonna
right,
rate
man.
this?
Let's go with regulators. We got to go with regulators. One regulator
Round
bad,
up,
five regulators really, really great. I'm gonna go first because I
please.
won it because I think this was my pick. All right, man. I am so happy we watched this. The story is great. I felt something for all the characters, even for the ones that died. So it's like it really sucked you in and it drew you to all the characters. Love the story. Love this. So glad we did it. I'm gonna go with a 3.5 on this one. Really, really like this. Young Guns Part One. 3.5 regulators. Mount
Love
up.
it. Love it. I thought you were going to go a little lower with the comment on the score. I'm going to go with 3. I'm pretty close to
Okay.
you. 3. I enjoyed it. I did feel the same things you did. I think this one's a little messy. They do kind of jump around a lot and feels like they're trying to shove a lot in. You mentioned the wedding and Doc, having a love interest. So a
Yeah.
solid 3.
Okay.
Great rewatch. Love the cast. If you haven't seen this movie, you have to watch it. It's just classic 80s machismo, cowboys. What's not
It's
to love?
good. It's good. Go
Yeah.
watch it. All right.
That's all we've got for this episode. Please tune in for Young Guns 2. We'll be releasing that right after. And hopefully, if you watch this one, you'll watch the other one. You watch both movies and let us know what you think. I've been your
Yeah.
host, Gagne, with me, my partner, Naldo, and we will see you next time, regulators.
Have a good one, everybody. See you later.